8 Coolest Superhero Gadgets. You may never get nibbled by a genetically mutated insect, or will drive the advanced and gadget-filled Batmobile, or fly around in red undies and cape. Yet that doesn't mean you can't be a superhuman. Sure, you may not have the superpowers to single-handedly stop a train, but technology is taking us towards those dreams one step at a time. After all, who does not want to be a superhero? This is the 21st century, and we present to you the tech that can make your superhuman dreams work out as expected. In the film Kick-Ass, a comic book nerd called Dave decides to be a superhero by wearing an outfit and strolling the roads around evening time. Be that as it may, he didn't have what any potential superheroes can get their hands on: some truly progressed and expensive tech. Here's the means by which you can turn into a cordial neighborhood superhero. If you're ready to spare some cash, you can own some really cool superhero gadgets to play with. Or you can join the military and fight the bad guys with all the superhero tech. But before we hop into the details, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with everyone else. Number 8. Fireball Hadouken Attack Caster. In the first place, on our rundown of superhero gadgets, we can easily see you beginning a career as a fire lover. You don't need to be a human torch from Fantastic Four to shoot fireballs. Regardless of whether you're a fanatic of a Human Torch or like to imitate the Hadouken attack from Street Fighter, this likely could be a little glimpse of heaven. A few chaps have effectively made a pyro fire shooter that latches onto your wrist, open up a totally different type of hurt on your targets. Obviously, this target is battery-powered and effectively separable. You can even control it distantly on the off chance that you need to, notwithstanding the reality it glances stunningly in real life.
Ah! Oh crap, yo.
It's not advised that you quit your normal everyday employment to seek after tasks as cautiously the Human Torch. You can't liquefy snow covers with it, yet it can produce sufficient warmth to your place in the lobby of flames. Number 7. Kurata's Human Ride Robot. You don't need to find a planet called Pandora and remember the entire Avatar experience with this robot. Going all out into Transformers mode is definitely not a practical choice, but the same token. Yet, you can in any case possess this modern machine that in a real sense places man in a robot's driver's seat.
Oh, that's awesome!
That's ridiculous. What do you think about this?
This 12-foot tall robot has a maximum velocity of 10 kilometers per hour, presumably with some truly downright and awful mileage. Yet it can in any case transport an individual who can handle its movements. In the event that you have some extra island to sell, you can arrange one from Amazon Japan from a cool $1.3 million. Number 6. Invisibility Cloak. Let's face it, invisibility gadgets are one of the more helpful hero contraptions you could likely get your hands on. In spite of its simplicity being abused, it could likewise be utilized for the good of others. However, we should not lose track of the main issue at hand here. We are not discussing Invisible Man level tech here. From Invisible Girl in Fantastic Four to Harry Potter's Shroud of Imperceptibility, the idea of optical cover has charmed individuals for a long time. A couple of years prior research has figured out how to make an invisibility cloak a la Lord of Rings. Japanese researchers have designed an invisibility cloak made with an extraordinary sort of retro-intelligent material that goes about as a photographic screen, making the picture go undetectable by making an optical camouflage. This gadget utilizes metamaterials to mirror light and stow away anything the cloak wraps. It is as yet going through refinement, however, it might involve time before it will, perhaps, be accessible to general society.
Plastic is flying away.
Number 5. Mind Control Helmet. Next up on a rundown of superhero gadget isn't exactly what you'd anticipate. Scientists at the University of Minnesota are at present building up a psych control cap that will allow you to control different items just by thinking about them. They utilize a non-obstructive framework to prevail with regards to utilizing the gadget to control a flying robot. Albeit this probably won't make you Professor X, it could provide to be amazingly valuable for those individuals who are didn't or have other neurodegenerative illnesses. Number 4. Bulletproof Suit. Here's an extraordinary illustration of hero gadgets you can purchase. Wearing an impenetrable, bulletproof suit doesn't really mean you can't look classy. Gary's bespoke bulletproof suit is a prime example of something that would make even James Bond jealous. In the event that you have an extra $20,000 lying around, this may be perhaps the best buy you might make. The suit utilizes nanotechnology to construct the suit out of similar carbon nanotubes utilized in U.S. military regalia. Given what it's made of, the suit is in reality exceptionally meager, light, and nearly as adaptable as ordinary attire. Honestly, this is a good thought for many wannabe superhuman of the time to come.
Pair it with your choice of riot control or tactical glove.
Number 3. Man Exoskeleton. The U.S. military has been building up an exoskeleton battle suit for quite a long time, approximately called the Iron Man. The suit utilizes innovation,
but what I've done on the inside is I've added my own heads-up display. This is a night vision camera.
To invigorate expanded and versatility to warriors. Utilizing fundamental advanced mechanics, the exoskeleton improves and duplicates the endeavors of an individual. This means that if you were to punch a wall, the suit could well make the wall fall, or maybe have a gaping hole. Number 2. Power Suit. Superhumans get their super strength in a number of ways, be they outsiders, freaks, or unintentionally presented to certain mutagens, for instance. However, others assemble themselves some beautiful, extraordinary suits to do the work. As it happens, DARPA, just as other unfamiliar organizations, are right now dealing with exoskeletons to transform their fighters into two solid, relentless man-machines. These exoskeleton suits are very close to being attainable, and when they are moving off the creation line, battle as far as we might be concerned will change for eternity. Obviously, you could attempt to make superhero gadgets similar to this at home. It may require some investment and cash. However, definitely the possibility of your own special force covering merits the cost. Number 1. SpiderMan gloves and boots. All things considered, this tech can help you climb walls while escaping for a date with your Mary Jane. It utilizes surface pressure and adhesives to give you a hold over things. Created by engineers at New York's Cornell University, the thought is to make gloves and boots which could stick, giving you a solid hold over level surface to climb. The innovation relies upon attractions and opposite pull to break contact. Their palm-sized gadgets utilize the surface pressure of water to make an opposite adhesive attach to adhere to glass, wood, and block. The innovation was really enlivened by the palmetto turtle scarab in Florida instead of Spider-Man. Notwithstanding how the gadget really works is firmly identified with a beetle's regular capacity to ascend surfaces. The insects utilize little, pore-sized beads of emitted oil at the highest point of their legs to adhere to and move up surfaces. Bonus: Hulk-like strength. Well, here is a little bonus information for all the superhero geeks out there. While this isn't really an example of a superhero gadget, it's interesting nonetheless. Science had made extreme advancements, and according to the recent research in genetic engineering, it has been established that we could potentially manipulate our very DNA to give ourselves superpowers. Though this is probably a little way off, there are some rare genetic diseases that can give sufferers super strength. Liam Hoekstra from Michigan, for instance, suffers from a rare genetic condition called myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy. This condition blocks the body's natural ability to limit muscle growth. His condition was first noticed when he was able to actually walk days after being born. Since then, he eats constantly throughout the day and has body muscle mass that would make the Hulk blush. So there you go, our 9, including the bonus, superhero gadgets list. Some of these could be with us in the not-so-distant future. Have we missed any? Do any of them tickle your fancy? Let us know in the comments below.